Hello 70s, receiving teachers and students. Thank you, and you may be seated. Before we begin, let's look at our last lesson on the workstations that you did. We have two groups to present to us today their workstations, or the task that they carried out in each of the 5 workstations on our last lesson. And we'll have Michaelin's group to present, and Winnie and the members in their group. So let's have one group first.
Workstation 1. It is important because it helps green plants produce their own food. It is very important to a food chain because it helps producers to produce food or fruits such as cocoa and wheat. It also helps them to produce seeds for replanting. Workstation 2, we wrote a song. It's a sunny day today, the sun is shining in the sky. It's a sunny day today, so come along with me, so come along with me.
That's nice.
Workstation 3. Global warming is when the Earth's temperature rises over its average or normal temperature. Then it is called global warming. The sea level is rising, causing small islands to slowly sink. It mostly affects people in coastal areas. Sometimes around January, when the sea temperature is very hot, it causes some sea creatures to die. Others move to other places for food and cooler temperature. Workstation 4 is a concept on what happens when the sea level rises. Small islands sink, more floods. It kills some sea creatures, destroys houses near the coastal land. People move to mainland. Workstation 5 is we should use solar energy instead of coal energy to minimize the use of CO2 every year. In that process, it will at least slow down global warming. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michaelin, and nice singing for your group. Right, give her 2 claps, loud one. Okay, you clap before my count. Thank you. The next group. Who will be present to us? Who will be presenting to us the next? Winnie himself will do that. Thank you, Winnie, for his group.
The importance of sunlight is it helps the plants to grow, it helps to dry clothes, it helps to kill bacteria or insects, it provides energy for all living things. The poem about the sun. The sun is so bright, it keeps me warm when it's cold. And when it rains, look for the sun. And when it's night, I only see the stars and the moon. Global warming. As we burn more and more coal, oil, and petrol, an increasing amount of carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. There it absorbs it from the sun. Gradually, the whole atmosphere is becoming warmer. This is called the greenhouse effect. An increasing in temperature over the whole Earth of only a few degrees would melt the ice in the Arctic and Antarctic. Sea levels would rise and the coastal of many would be affected. What happens when sea level rises? Shortage of clean water due to global warming. Animals move up to the island can eventually cause the land to sink. Shortage of food. Workstation 5. This is a drawing of before and after. Before, the sun wasn't hitting the building. After, when the sun hit the building, fire started to rise.
Okay, thank you, Winnie, for presentation on behalf of his group. Let's give him 2 claps also. All right, thank you. The rest of the groups, you will have time to present in your own class, receiving students. For the model class will be collected, the workstations will be collected. All right, those are the things that we looked at our last lesson, importantly on global warming. So it is part of you that you will have to do something to, or we must do something to minimize global warming. Otherwise, we will not have any of the animal species living. Some of us may leave our island home and find some place on the mainland. All right, we'll move to our next lesson. Teachers, we are still on the same outcome, 7.2.4. The same strand at and beyond the same substrand, space exploration. Our unit is 9.8, Earth and space. Our topic today is the sun and stars. Now, in your last lesson, you were asked to look at stars, the night sky, in the night sky. So if you have looked at the stars and drawn your star patterns, I would like you to have a look at them. So I'll give you about 10 seconds to discuss with your friend and see what you have done and your friend have done. So receiving students, you may also do that. You have 10 seconds to do that. All right, good. Let's have one person to draw what they have observed in the night sky. What kind of star did they see and drew in the night sky for themselves? Ruben, or if you did not watch, did not see or observe the stars last night, or maybe a couple of days ago you looked at the sky and identified one group of stars, how did they look like? I mean, how were they arranged in the sky? So if someone can come up and draw that on the whiteboard for the class to see. Any volunteers? Oh, we always look at the ground. Who? Sometimes look at the sky in the night. Sometimes. Okay, good. We have one. Polisila. Thank you. Yes. Okay, she will draw that and tell us about her stars. Oh, they're in line. Very good. So what is the star's name?
The star represents the three wise men.
Oh, the star represents the three wise men. Yes? I think I know what that star is, the three wise men. I hope you know what that star is. Or do you have any other names of it? Okay, thank you, Polisila. Maybe Polisila will tell us the story about the stars later. Any others? Any others? Bagley? Or Ruben? Or Bagley? Thank you, Bagley. Can you tell us about your star?
The first star that appears in the sky, and it close to the moon.
And it's close to the moon. What's the name? The Big Bang. Okay, good. The first star that appears and is closer to the moon. So that's what Bagley found out about his star that he drew. Now listen carefully. There are two words that I would like to show you or write on the board for you. A few words. Universe. Can someone tell me in one sentence what universe is? What is a universe? Or what is universe when we refer to universe? Good.
Consists of all matter, including the stars.
Lovely answer. Consists of all matter. Now, what is all matter in the answer that Bagley has given? What do we mean? What do they mean, all matter? Ruti.
The stars, the planets, and the moon, and the space in which it occupies.
Okay. Good. The stars, the planets, and the space it occupies. Colin has something also to add on.
Everything that exists, including the earth and living things and all the heavenly bodies.
All right, all the heavenly bodies. Polisila will have the last one to give us or add on to what the other answers.
It's beyond expression, but all I can say it is very big, had to be measured and never ending.
Very good answer. Thank you, Polisila. And all those answers were correct. Now, in the universe, let me make it simple. In the universe, there are stars. We have stars. Planets. Okay, somebody said sun. We'll write sun down. And, right, galaxies. Thank you. Constellation. All right, let's have a look at the, not plants, planets. Sorry about that, planets. Thank you for the correction. Let's have a look at this list here. 5 words, 5 lists that consist in the universe. We have the stars, the planets, the sun, the galaxies, and the constellation. After the universe, what is in the universe? What do we have in the universe? What is the biggest of all this? What is it? The sun. Okay. Right, the sun. Anyone else? Stars? Kalan?
Heavenly bodies.
Heavenly body includes all these ones here. Clement. Clement is trying to give us an answer.
Everything in the space. Everything in the space.
Okay, everything in space. Bagley?
Existence.
Okay, thank you, Bagley, for the answer. In the universe, we have all these. We have the stars, the planets, the sun, the galaxy, the constellation of stars, all that exists in the heavenly body. In the universe, it is made up of galaxies. Long ago, they used to think, scientists or ancient scientists thought that there was only one galaxy. But now with the modern technology and the powerful telescopes and the space shuttles, they have gone beyond our planet and beyond the other 8 planets and found that there are millions of galaxies. The Earth is only one planet or one in one of the galaxies in the solar system. Okay, the galaxy is made up of what? Stars. The sun now is also a star. The sun is a star, is it? Yes. Why is it a star? Shannon, why do we say sun is a star?
Because it is hot.
Because it is hot? Any others? Donald, why do you think sun is also a star?
The sun is like the stars because the stars is to shine in the sky just like the sun.
Very good, thank you. And the sun, the planet, let's say here. Our sun here, we say sun, which is one of the stars, plus and the planets that we have are all in one galaxy. Our sun and the planets are in one very good solar system. In one solar system. We are in the galaxy. Can someone tell us who has an idea what our galaxy is named? What is our galaxy? What's your name? Who? Darren. Darren.
Solar system.
Yes, the solar system includes sun and the 9 planets. Ruthie. Anyone else? Oh, only Ruthie.
Milky Way galaxy. Milky Way galaxy.
The Milky Way galaxy. All right. Thank you, Ruthie. That was the answer. Our solar system, our galaxy is called the Milky Way. Milky Way galaxy. This is where the sun, and the planets that we know of, which is our solar system. All right. Right, before we go to our next activity, there are a few things that I would like to show you. Constellation. What is a constellation? Discuss with your friend. What is a constellation? Receiving student, what do you think a constellation is? And maybe galaxy, I have already given you some answers with the students. You may discuss that. Oh, I see fasten up. Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds just to discuss what constellation is. What is constellation? Since we're talking about the stars and sun, John, thank you. John, first hand.
A constellation is a group of stars.
Well said. Answer. Any others who think? Any other answers? All right. Let's have a look at this picture here. It's a picture of a constellation of stars in the night sky. You can see the white background looks like clouds. This tells us that it is along the stretch of, it is the background of the clouds, the stretch of the galaxy, which is our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy. That is only part of the picture, part of the galaxy shown in the picture. There is also, in the far left corner, that is the Southern Cross, you will see. So our first picture here is the Southern Cross. The next one, another constellation, Gemini. Some of you were born, and this is your star. What is Gemini? There are stars there, so I would like you to have a look at it closely and follow the lines. That will indicate to you the pattern of the stars in the night sky, which is named Gemini. They sometimes call it the twins in ancient time. So that is how scientists or astronomers study find the position of the star. By grouping this constellation or the grouping stars together, it is easy for them to identify these stars in the night sky. The last one, the Orion. The name originates from the ancient Greek. In the far left-hand corner, you will see the brightest orange, pink star. It is a single star. This is a dying star. It is called the Betelgeuse. Not the picture that you see. It is the Betelgeuse. This is the star that is about to die. Anyway, so let's see the patterns that the Orion looks like when scientists are studying. All right. Interestingly, Polycilla drew us this here, the three wise men. The three wise men. Where on the picture can you see the three wise men? All right, thank you. You have very sharp eyes. This is called, or known to the scientists, as the Orion's belt. Like you wear your belt here. It is the Orion's belt. So if you're interested, you may look for it and do some research on it later on. Now galaxies, let's move to galaxies, since our time is running. Galaxies, there are galaxies, millions of galaxies, but scientists have classified these galaxies in three categories, three groups. One is the barbed galaxy. Looks like a barbed wire spiral, but it has arms that reach out. So it is called the barbed galaxy. The next group scientists group into is the spiral galaxy. But this spiral galaxy is named Andromeda. Andromeda. Spiral galaxy. The next group is spiral galaxy. Finally, the third group of galaxy is called the good elliptical galaxy. Most of it is shaped oval shape. So when seen through a powerful telescope, you might think it is an egg floating in the universe. No, it is a galaxy. Oval, yeah, egg-shaped. All right, receiving students and teachers, here are a few questions in class that you will need to answer. There are about 6 questions you will need to answer. You may discuss in your group or with your friend and answer the following questions. Your question number 1 is, you have done this already in your time when you drew the stars at night. So if you have drawn that, you can transfer that into your book. So you draw the pattern that you have observed in the sky. You can transfer that.
Later at the end. Look at bulls. It's a bull hunter. He's hunting. This one shows the hunter's bow.
Question 2, those who have finished drawing, and 3. We did some discussion on galaxies. So what is a galaxy? In your own words, write down what galaxy is. The sun, including the earth, question 3, including the earth, belong to a galaxy. This galaxy is known as question 4. The last two questions, 5 and 6. We said sun is a star. So what do you think sun, the stars are made of? Good, I see many have finished. We shall go through the correction of the first question. Oh, question 1 is draw the pattern of the stars you have observed in the night sky. All right, question 1. I will check that after your lesson. Receiving teachers, you may do the same. Let's move to question 2. What is a galaxy? Someone give us one sentence. What is a galaxy? John, thank you. Our first stand up, very good. Let's prepare for question 3.
A galaxy is a very big group of stars. It is also bigger than a constellation.
Very well explained answer. Thank you, John. So a galaxy is very big and contains millions of stars. Next question is a sentence to fill in the blanks. Let's read and fill in what blank it is. Class, read. The sun.
The sun, including the earth, belongs to a galaxy. This is known as the...
Okay. We all know that. So thank you, Michael. Milky Way galaxy is the galaxy that the earth and the sun belong to. Our next question, number 4. What are constellation? In your own words, what are constellation? Walter? All right, Walter?
A group of stars that make up pictures.
Thank you, Walter, for that answer. A group of stars that make up pictures. The reason why they make pictures is to help those who are observing the stars easy to identify the stars' position at night. 5, question 5, 6. What are stars made of? Malvin, thank you. Oh, so far 3 boys. I don't see any girls' hands up. What's happening?
What are stars made of? There are very thin clouds of dust and gas between the stars. The stars look blue because starlight shines on this dust.
Thank you for that answer, Melvin. Any other answers? What stars are made of? All right. Right now we said that sun is a star. Like the sun. Okay, before I continue, someone would like to explain. Yes, we have Emmanuel to add on to Melvin's answer.
Stars are formed from clouds of gases and dust.
Very good, thank you. Like the sun, they have been formed from a cloud of gas and dust. So the stars are made up of mainly very, very hot boiling gases. So you, in your 2 lessons ago, you looked at what is made up of, you looked at the sun. So like the sun, the stars are also made up of hot gases, mostly hydrogen and helium. Question 6, do stars remain in one spot all the time? Yes or no? That's interesting. Do you think stars remain in one spot all the time or they move around? Who's going to answer that question? No? Michaeline? Tara? What do you think, receiving students? Do stars remain or they in one spot all the time or do they move around? Okay, Cullen. Cullen?
No, it has to rotate and twinkle in the night sky.
All right, Cullen. Cullen's answer is no, it has to rotate and
twinkle in the night sky.
And creates the night sky. So we see it moving, and in the night we see the stars. Any other answers? Again, Emmanuel.
No, because the star may have its own planet.
No, because stars will have their own planets. Okay, good. So Emmanuel is thinking about our solar system, maybe. Yes. Thank you, Emmanuel, for that answer. Michael, final answer to the question.
No, because they move around and sometimes they make a shape of something.
Very interesting. Again, thank you for your answer, Michael. All right. Our answer, do stars remain in one spot all the time? Yes, they do remain in one spot. Because the Earth spins. The Earth spins, so we see that the stars are moving. Actually, the stars remain where they are. Like the sun, it does not move. And so only the Earth spins, and we see day and night. So we only see stars at night. And that is how we see that sometimes we see the stars in different positions at different times in the night. You may see it on the top of the hill in the eastern sky at 7 o'clock, and you see it right at above your head at 12 o'clock in the night, the same star. But this is because the Earth is rotating. That is why we see that it seems to us that the star is moving. All right, thank you, 7E and the class, receiving class and teachers. Our summary for today, we have only 2 summaries. Summary number 1 is on constellation. We have answered that. That is the simple definition of constellation. There are many, but this is only one. Our next summary is again on galaxy. Finally, there are our key words for today's lesson. There are two key words. One that we looked at is constellation and galaxy. So those are the two key words that we looked at today, constellation and galaxy. Our next lesson, teachers, receiving students, and class, is the planet Earth. And the materials that we will be needing are pictures of the Earth or pictures of planets. If you have a picture of a solar system, you may print that. Charts, pencils, markers. If we have globes, receiving teachers, you may use that. A map and a torch. With that, thank you, receiving students and teachers, and thank you, 7E, for your participation.